Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on today. We have a watch that is extraordinary in many dimensions, including size. The IWC Portuguese Grande complication reference 3774-02 can be seen on our website by clicking the card in the upper right hand corner. Subscribe to our channel if you enjoy these videos, and again, that card in the upper right hand corner will show you our full listing for this watch with accessories included and high resolution images that do not include my wrist. Now, this watch on my wrist is clearly a large timepiece. Oversize is the look for the Portuguese family and has been since the first model debuted in 1939, so it's not a watch of our era so much as it was a watch ahead of its time. Now, in grand complication form, this watch seen here was built from 2010 to 2014, and only 100 pieces in rose gold were constructed, so it is an exclusive giant. I should mention, however, that it wears fairly well on my 16-centimeter wrist. The timepiece is 45 millimeters across the round of the case, not inclusive of the repeater slide, the crown, or the chronograph pushers. In terms of thickness, you can see it stands proud of the wrist. At 17 millimeters thick, this is one to wear loud and proud indeed, as it will not fit underneath most tight cuffs or formal sleeves. From lug to lug, the watch actually recovers a bit of ergonomic ease in as much as the 53 millimeter span is acceptable on a smaller wrist such as mine, and I would even say down to 15 centimeters. You should be able to wear the watch with security and proportion. A reason for that is the shape of the lugs, which, as you can see, turn down quite sharply immediately after they exit the case flank, so the watch does sort of wrap itself around the wrist. Now, the strap, which features semi-conforming spring bars, nicely closes the gap to the flank of the case. You can see it does cinch the strap in, removing the amount of daylight that you can see from strap to case, and the strap itself is just as substantial as the case. Generously bolstered down the center, you can see it uses a medium brown rectangular scale alligator leather folded at the edge. There's a golden contrasting stitch that's absolutely gorgeous, and it terminates in a huge and beautifully finished IWC rose gold single fold deploying clasp, finished to the same standards as the case itself. You can see its bevels beautifully polished and its tops satin finished with the IWC Portuguese motto and logo inset. Beautiful, and it also acts as a nice counterweight to the watch. Since wrists of my size may tend to wear this watch a little bit loose, it's nice to have that enormous counterweight on the bottom to prevent the watch from capsizing or porpoising on the wrist. The case finish is immaculate and beautifully rendered. You can see the contrast between satin case band, polished repeater slide, and of course the polished hoods of the lugs, as well as the polished concave bezel that generously pairs the mass of the watch so it appears to taper from top to bottom. You'll also note the elaborate box section sapphire, quite dramatically cambered, very expensive to make and visually spectacular, worth the effort. Now, the dial is classic Portuguese in many elements. You can see the railroad style minutes track outboard, as well as traditional Art Deco Arabic numerals with outboard indices, all in rose gold, again matched by Portuguese traditional leaf or foy style hands at center. Now, where this one becomes unique and really expresses its complexity is in the center dial. Over a geosphere geo-shape pattern, the hour track is satin finished. You can see the chronograph registers, the moon phase, as well as the perpetual calendar functions of the watch. This watch offers all of those in addition to automatic winding. Now, it has a crisp caliber 79091, which is a 657/75 joule automatic caliber, descended quite distantly from the Valjoux 7750. This is a watch that demonstrates just why added value, finish, and engineering is really what defines a movement, not where it starts, as this extraordinary watch with a retail price of $283,000 is all IWC. The repeater is all IWC in-house. The perpetual calendar module is all IWC in-house, and IWC heavily reworks the train, the power source, and the regulator of the basic 7750. However, it retains all of its underlying virtues, including toughness, durability, reliability, even hacking seconds when you pull the crown. And extraordinarily for a minute repeater, this watch also has 3 ATM water resistance, so you don't have to worry about getting caught out during a rainstorm. Short of actual sporting activities, this could be your everyday watch, and with a 44-hour automatic winding power reserve, you can literally strap it on every day, set it and forget it with the perpetual calendar accounting for irregular length months as well as leap years. You can see this extraordinary IWC3774-02 rose gold Portuguese Grande complication on our website.